Please view today's video as an educational / entertainment. This is not stock advice. I am not a financial advisor. You must of course do your own due diligence before purchasing anything. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, guys? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope you are all well. Today's video is about CCIV, ticker symbol, or better known as Churchill. We're going to talk about why it's on the lips of everybody out there and why there's such a hype and why it's rose over 100% in the last week alone. So before we get into it, guys, I just want to direct everybody towards my recent Reuters article. You'll see it here, just a snippet of it. It's in the bio. Go have a look. Go have a read. Also, set up the Instagram. You're getting a bit of an insight into my personal life. You're getting a bit of an insight into the daily quick trades that I am doing. I'm putting all that on the Instagram. Might as well give it a follow. A few people have done that. We're starting to get comments back. We're growing. We're getting bigger and better. It's awesome, guys. BHS, DMV for that. And also like, subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel. We're aiming for 500 subscribers within the next week. That would be brilliant, guys. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, guys, so if we actually go into the Yahoo Finance, we'll do a bit of research into this here. So Churchill Capital Corp, CCIV is the ticker symbol, as I said. As you can see here, 58.05, 3.24% on the day yesterday, and the pre-markets are looking pretty good at 5.37%. So that's great. You can look normally at the balance sheets. You usually look at PE ratios, all that, but you might as well throw all that out the window with this here, because this is a blank check. The idea and the whole point of this being set up is to merge with a company. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell, simple terms. If we actually pull up the chart here, we can see over the last month it has had one hell of a rise, 216%, and even if we put out the 3-month one, we can see that this has even went back even further. So the real excitement sort of started around the start of January, and that's because there's been news outlets reporting that there's been a merge with, or there's a proposed merger with Lucid Motors. Anybody in the EV game know about Tesla or anything like that will know about these guys. So if we go into Google and just type in CCIV stock and scroll back even just a couple of pages, say to the 4th page for example, you'll see, look at this, guys, constant rumor mill going round and round and round, months worth of stuff, weeks, days, hours, minutes, news reportings constantly coming out about this here. So you can see why it's had such a hell of a rise as of recent, because the rumor mill is going strong, guys, but it's only rumors at this stage. Things like this here, the Reddit adored Lucid, that freaks me out, guys, because the Reddit thing, you think about how much people are got hurt on the AMC and the GameStop. I'm all for people going on forums and chatting, and that's definitely the way to do it. You know, it's a good way, but you need to make your own calls off your own bat. I mean, there's no sufficient evidence to really say that it's definitely going to go through, but there are some reputable news agents, to be fair, reporting this here. So you do find it hard not to get excited about it, like, okay. Reuters was actually one of the first news outlets to talk about this here back in January, which is obviously, you know, my connection with Reuters. I have a big love for Reuters and the stuff that they produce, so there is a lot of credibility from people that are talking about this here. And if we just go on, even just for this one, for example, and we'll have a read at it. Churchill Capital Corp IV is worth a look at. The shares prepared to go hyperbolic, okay? So when you just read that, they're hyperbolic, happy days, let's get in on it. But let's just strip it down. There is a bit of a SPAC mania going on, that's to be fair, and I love an out SPAC, guys, so this is right up my street here. Even just looking at that Bloomberg data, more than 200 blank check companies raised 80 billion from investors last year, contributing to almost half of the year's volume of IPOs, initial public offerings. Crazy. And EV startups, that's been a big part of it as well. But we've seen some horror stories. We've seen the likes of a Helio and all great things were coming with that, and then it went to Cape Town and hasn't recovered. Nikolai, we'll talk about that one. You know, everybody, the next thing, boom, Cape Town. So there is concerns out there. You know, a lot of these are getting hyped up, and they're just getting left pump and dumps, in my opinion. And this is the thing here, it's always being compared to Tesla. It's another Tesla competitor. However, with this one, if the merger was to go through, there's a wee bit more truth to this here. And the reason there's a wee bit more of a connection is we bounce on the Reuters, you'll see here. So we'll go down here and have a read through this report. So Lucid Motors near SPAC deal as Klein launches financing sources. So look, Michael knows the crack with these blank checks. He's done a good few of them. He's going to continue doing them. He's a veteran. You know, he knows how to get them through. So look, in terms of the whole deal and everything happens, if it gets confirmed, I am all in on this SPAC for sure, as I love my SPACs, guys. But listen, as I said there about Nikolai, and there's been a lot of these here done. So let's just scroll down here and we'll talk about the main thing. So the Churchill Capital IV has initiated talks with investors to raise more than $1 billion by selling the shares in private investment and public equity PIPE transaction for the deal with Lucid. The sources said the size of the PIPE could reach $1.5 billion or more based on investor demand, one added. These funds would be in addition to $2 billion Churchill's Capital IV raised an initial IPO in July in the New York Stock Exchange. Lucid had agreed on the terms of the deal according to the sources. So no smoke without fire, as they say. Wee bit about Lucid. I'm not going to talk too much about them because this is again just a rumour. It's not done, so I don't want to get too excited about predictions and all this kind of thing. We're just really talking about the rumour here. But Lucid, founded in 2007 as Activia Inc. by former, and this is the key thing, this is what I'm saying, this is a wee bit more like all those, it's another SPAC, it's another EV play, just like Tesla. Well, this one is in the same vein because former Tesla executive Bernard Tasey and entrepreneur Zhang Wang makes a luxury electric vehicles, and Lucid Air, man, it's just, they're lovely pieces of kit, and probably get hate mail for this, but I actually think that they're nicer looking than some of the Tesla motors. They're lovely looking and they're very dear, but they do have great range, and that's kind of their selling point. Luxury cars as well, but they're looking to do a lower range, and I think, you know, if this merger was to go through, it would definitely be a big player in the EV market, and there would be leaps and bounds above a lot of the other ones, but we're not going to go into too much detail about them because this is just a rumour.
If only me auntie had bollocks, she'd be me uncle.
So when Bloomberg announced this year, the shares, as I said, have done nothing but throw up, 300% up. So it's been a good reason to buy in, and I can see why people are buying it because they're hopeful that, you know, the rumour mill will still go around for another week or two, and it should just continue to throw up. But if anything comes out that says differently, this will go one place only.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
That's the video, guys. Hope you found it informative. Like I said, it's just a bit of a high level over what the actual Churchill is all about. The Lucid Motors thing, we'll put that to the side really, but you can get the kind of feel why there's a lot of excitement here. The rumour mill is really going. A lot of reputable news reporting going on there, really confirming almost this deal is about to go through. So look, you have to weigh up your options to risk. If the deal in some way, shape or form gets told that this isn't going to happen or the rumours aren't true, it's going to go one place only, south, straight to Cape Town, guys, and you will be burned, a bit like those AMC guys and all that jazz. It's just rumour mill, Reddit mill, hyping it all up along with the news outlets, so just be prepared for that. However, if you're open to a bit of risk or perhaps want to throw a few pennies on, just even if it's a bit more of a gamble, and I would say this is more of a gamble, guys, because there's nothing firm out there. I'm a big believer in going by the facts, so I'm not going to go balls deep. I'm going to throw £100 on it just as a gamble, guys. This isn't really technically stock trading in my opinion, because we don't have anything confirmed. There's nothing concrete that says this is going to go well, but Lucid Motors and all what they're doing, you can see if this was that, then it's going to go. So guys, it is worth a punt perhaps, but definitely urge caution with this one. That's everything. Also, just before I finish up, if you've maybe first video you've ever watched or whatever, you're thinking about getting into the stock game, have a wee look at free trade. Trading 212 is no longer accepting people at the minute. There is a waiting list. By all means, join that waiting list. But if you're interested in free trade, start trading today and actually getting commission free and making good money, check out my link there. You and I both get a free share. Tell me if you have used that link. You know, we can try and grow all this together. That's it. Please like, please subscribe, join the channel, all that. And until next time, guys, enjoy your weekend. Peace. Yeah, coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.